Hi, this is CJ Ferry coming to you from our studios here at Bristol Community College. And I'm talking about economic development in Fall River, or the failure of it. The Fall River Office of Economic Destruction. I have a question I want to pose out there to you, the people who actually watch this, whether you be in Fall River or anywhere else in the country, because I need your opinion. And maybe we'll air it here on the show. If you have a gentleman and a company or an agency who has for over 20 years failed miserably using federal money to bring jobs and businesses into the city of Fall River, would you continue to do business with them? Would you continue to allow them to keep going on? Ken Fiola, who is the vice president and the director of the Fall River Office of Economic Destruction, Development, has said over and over again that the reason why he's kept on all these years is because the mayor of the time has a scapegoat for the failures. This department receives over $380,000 a year in community development agency money to fund that department. Michael Dion from that department in Fall River said, we have to fund it because we have to keep 2 people in jobs. It is not the job, it is not the dealing of the city of Fall River to be an employment agency. Nor is it CDA's job to be an employment agency. And by that statement, they have said that that's their job. This is a harsh criticism. When I spoke with Mayor Sam Sutter, our new mayor, who has now been in office for 38 days, and told him, if you want to improve economic development in Fall River, you need to get rid of Ken Fiola in the Fall River Office of Economic Destruction. He said, you can't fire him. He works for a private company. We can't fire him. A city councilor who was present heard that and rolled his eyes. We know that the city can get rid of the Fall River Office of Economic Destruction. We know it. If you cut off their CDA funding, they have no money to exist. If the city does not give them a dime, they have no money to exist. They have proven nothing. Every deal that comes through from them fails. CDA sets these outrageously low limits. Create 50 jobs. If you lose 5,000, that's okay. We don't count that. But you have to create 50. Heck, I can create 50 jobs and then lose 1,000. Not a big deal. Plus, the Fall River Office of Economic Destruction is part of a company called Jobs for Fall River, who in turn makes money off of this whole mess. And they're supposed to be part of the Redevelopment Authority. Again, this is an incestuous group of individuals, the whole bunch. And our money is going to them, good money after bad, and is spent regularly and recurringly with no benefits for the city of Fall River, none whatsoever. The only person who's benefiting is Kenny Fiola. Seems like he gets a commission for everything he fails at. So one must question, why are we doing this? Why are we continuing to do this? It is time for Fall River. It is time for the people of Fall River to stand up and make your voice be heard. That it is time to stop. We can't even get a chain restaurant in this city. We have more than enough Portuguese restaurants. Not that I don't like Portuguese restaurants, and not that I'm trying to deny the small man, the right to open a business or a restaurant. But let's get real. We have more McDonald's than we know what to do with. We have a Walmart and a Sam's Club, both of which charge us top dollar in Fall River because we're not within 10 miles of another store. We have a fully empty Harbor Mall, except for a Kmart and a couple of small vendors in there, which, is a sad state of affairs. And we can't get a Target into Fall River. We can't get a Chili's into Fall River. We can't get anything into Fall River because there's nothing here in Fall River. Economic development has to start somewhere. And I firmly believe, and as I have been a firm believer for many years, as have many of you who have said it over and over again. You've even said it at the city council meeting that you didn't want Fall River Office of Economic Destruction. What does it take for you, the Fall River Office of Economic Destruction, to realize we don't want you. We don't want you. You are a failure. But this is government at its best. When you are an absolute failure in everything you do, you then go and get a raise, and you go get more money. That's an absolute failure. And the failure is that you, the people, do not hold your elected officials accountable. The city council at one time took $100,000 out of the city budget for the Fall River Office of Economic Destruction. And the then mayor decided to put it back in discretionary funding. That's not how we do business in Fall River. And if the current mayor, Mayor Sam Sutter, is not going to seriously look at the Fall River Office of Economic Destruction, the RDA, and Jobs for Fall River, then maybe Mayor Sutter should seriously take a look at what is going to happen to Fall River. Moody's already said that our bond rating is dropping, and they have done that. And if we don't make a significant change and turnaround in the next couple of years, we'll be less than junk bond status. Part of that turnaround that they've cited is economic development. The city bases its ability to pay bills on the ability to bond more money. That's not how you pay your bills. So maybe, Mr. Mayor, maybe City Council, we should seriously entertain the idea of asking for receivership. Then we can start fresh. And then the Fall River Office of Economic Disaster won't be a problem anymore because we would have done away with them through receivership. Because it seems that nobody wants to take the bull by the horns and hold this gentleman and this agency 100% accountable. 100%. If I don't do my job, I get fired. If you don't do your job, you get fired. So what happens when you don't do your job in Fall River and you cost us $158 million, you get a promotion. If you don't do your job in Fall River and bring us any businesses, we give you more money. I'm so tired of hearing that CDA is not a municipal agency. CDA is not governed by open meeting laws. CDA is not governed by this. CDA is not governed by that. And when you file a complaint against the CDA with the proper authorities, it gets sent back to the CDA to answer it, and they answer it. And don't get me wrong, Mike Dion's very good at doing what he does. But again, it's a big joke. The entire CDA system is a big joke. And I'm looking at what ways I can do, either alone or with your help, on holding these people 100% accountable. Even if that means going to federal agencies to make them come in and look at what's happening, which I've already started to do, and I don't have a problem saying that. Fall River needs help, serious help. And it's not coming from within. And while I don't like airing our dirty laundry outside any organization or outside any family, in this case, I think the only people that are going to see the reality of Fall River are the people on the outside. And Fall River Office of Economic Destruction, continue on your best, because so far, your best isn't even good enough. It's absolute failure. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.